Hello Year 2 and welcome to today's video. Now it's a little bit different today. I would like you to have a go at the worksheet first before watching this video. If you find the worksheet alright and your adult says that you've got them all correct, then that's okay. You don't need to watch this video. You can if you want to though. But if you find the worksheet a little bit tricky or you want to go through it with me, then watch this video and I will talk you through how to do it. So the first question looks at a tally chart for the different colours of different hair of the children in a class. So the first question is, how many children have brown hair? So that means that on the tally we need to have a look at the children with brown hair. Now remember, if a tally looks like this, we know straight away that's 5. So we can see here on brown we've got 5, 10, and then add on the extra 3, so 10, 11, 12, 13. So there are 13 children in the class with brown hair. The next thing the worksheet asks us to do is to complete the tally chart for children with blonde hair. So blonde hair is over here and you can see that the tally is missing next to it. We know the total because the total is written over here and it's 11. So we need to draw out a tally to show 11 children with blonde hair. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there you go, our tally shows 11. And the last question on this one is, how many children are in Rosie's class? Now to work that out, we need to look at the total numbers of all the different hair colours and add up all the children with all the different hair colours to find out the total amount. And remember, we found there were 13 children with brown hair. So I've taken the brown haired children, which was 13, the blonde haired children, which was 11, the black haired children, which was 6, and the ginger haired children, which was 2. So we now need to add them all together to find out the total. So one way of doing this is using a number line. So I'm going to start on my biggest number, which is 13. So here is 13, and I am going to jump on 11. But rather than doing 11 small jumps, I'm going to jump on the 10, because it tells me that there's 1 10, and then I'm going to add on 1. So I know that 13 add 10 takes me all the way to 23. So I've added 10 there. I'm now going to add the 1 from 11, the 1 1 that we get from 11, which takes us to 22. So I've added 11, but I still need to add 6 and 2. So let's add 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Added 6, still need to add the 2. 1, 2. I've now added the 2, and the number I landed on was 32. We could also work this out using either a 50 square or 100 square. So starting on 13 and adding 11, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then adding 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then adding the last 2, 1, 2. And again, we land on 32. And finally, another way of doing this is by adding the ones and then adding the tens. So let's count up the ones. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I've got 12 ones. But to help me, I'm going to draw the ones here. So there's 2 ones in 12. And I'm actually going to carry over the 10 to the other side. Now let's count up the tens. We've got 10, 20, 30. But I'm not going to write 30 because that will give us 302. I'm going to write 3 tens. So again, our answer is 32. So there are lots of different ways of coming to this answer, but the one thing that you must do in all of those ways is add up the total numbers, and that will get you to 32 children in Rosie's class. Now, question 2. The children in class 2 have a competition. They count how many balls go through the hoop in 1 minute, and the diagram shows the results. The first question is, who gets the most balls through the hoop? So we're going to find out who gets the most by looking at which one goes the tallest or the highest up, furthest up, and that is Jess. So Jess is the one with the most balls that go through the hoop. There we go. The next question is, how many more balls does Kat get through the hoop than Mo? So we've got Kat here and Mo here. Kat's got more than Mo. So this is where Mo's go. Whereas you can see that Kat's carries on going up. So we can look at the block diagram and work this out. So she's got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She got another 7 than Mo. You could also work this out by having a look at Kat's total and at Mo's total. So Kat got 18 balls through the hoop. Mo got 11 balls through the hoop. And if you work out 18 take away 11, that is 7. So there's 2 different ways of working that out. And lastly, it says Lou gets 5 balls through the hoop. Show this information on the block diagram. So I'm going to choose a different colour because we can't have 2 children with the same colours because that then confuses which balls through the hoop belong to who. So for Lou, I'm going to go with purple. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. So that goes up to number 5. So if we were to travel along to the number line, it shows us that she's got 5 hoops. Question 3. The pictogram shows how much money 4 children have in their money box. So we've got Teddy, Jack, Eva and Dora. How much money does Jack have? So we need to look at Jack's row to show us how much money he's have. And you hopefully notice on your sheet and on the last slide that each circle equals £5. So if each of those circles equals £5, Jack must have 5, 10, 15, £20. Or you could always do 4 multiplied by 5. 4 lots of £5, which gives us 20. How much more money does Dora have than Eva? So we need to look at Dora's amount and Eva's amount. Now there's 2 ways of doing this. We could draw a line after Eva's. We know that that's the same amount as Eva's. And we could count up that Dora's got another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Dora has another £25. Or we could work out Dora's total and take away Eva's total. So Dora's total is actually 35. Eva's total is £10. So £35 take away £10 again equals £25. So you could either look at the pictogram to work it out, or you could find out their totals and subtract the smaller one from the bigger one. And lastly, if Teddy spends £5, how much money does he have left? Remember, each one shows us £5. So if he spends £5, that means he gets rid of it. He no longer has it. He doesn't have the £5 anymore. So let's cross out that £5. No longer exists. He doesn't have that money. He spent it. So what does Teddy have left? He's got 5, 10, 15, £20. There you go. And lastly, question 4 looks at a pictogram for how many eggs chicken lay each day. So the egg represents 2 eggs this time. And the first question is, how many eggs were laid on Wednesday? So 1 egg tells us that 2 eggs were laid. So what will half an egg tell us? That'll tell us that 1 egg was laid. 2 add 1 is 3 eggs were laid on Wednesday. And on Thursday, so this time it wants us to complete the pictogram, we need to work out how many eggs on Thursday and how many on Friday. So it tells us on Thursday the chickens lay 4 eggs. So we need to draw the pictures to represent those 4 eggs. But if I was to draw out 1, 2, 3, 4 eggs, that would be 2, 4, 6, 8 that I'd actually shown, not 4. So I need to make sure that I only draw 2 eggs. So that's 2, 4. I have shown that 4 eggs were laid because each of those eggs shows 2. It then says on Friday the chickens lay 1 more egg than they do on Thursday. So we know that Thursday has 4, so Friday's definitely got to have 4, but Friday has 1 more egg than Thursday. And to show 1 more, we need to make sure we show half an egg, because a whole egg would show another 2. So there you go, that just shows us 1 more. So we've now got 5 on Friday. Okay, hopefully you found that helpful. If you still found that a bit difficult, then join one of our catch-up calls and hopefully we'll be able to help you out.